let's try this again. Hi everyone, I'm Mallory. If you're new here and you'd like to become one of my pals, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below along with the notification bell. So I was talking about Connor Ward doing a tag video, and he is a YouTuber on the autistic spectrum, a British YouTuber. There's a lot of them I've been finding lately. So and then Says Francis, she also did the same tag, and it was funny because I was kind of hoping to have mine up sooner than I am, but I'm like, hey, it's okay. So it was interesting watching both videos. So at the end of this video, I'm going to link their two videos. So if you want to go over, watch them, see what they have to say, check them out, give them some support and show them some love, feel free to do that. So it was interesting when Says, that's her nickname, not her real name in case you're wondering, did this because it is a tag video. And I remember like back in the day, tag videos on YouTube, people would tag other YouTubers or like their friends or family or whatever. And I just feel like now, like sometimes people will be like, hey, to all my, like when I did the 10 things you may or may not know about me, that was Nae's that was Nae's tag. So she's like, I tag all you daisies to do it. So like she'll like all her daisies. So for me and my pals, like if anyone wants to participate in any tag thing that I do, go on right ahead. But Says, you know, it's interesting because she wasn't sure like who to tag and if to tag, because she's like knows a lot of Aspies as well as just people that are autistic, and I am someone who personally believes that they're not the same. Asperger's syndrome and autism, to me that's comparing apples and oranges, not apples and apples. Feel free to disagree, but that is my truth. But lately, if we're following the rules of the DSM-5, Asperger's is no longer, and it is now called an autism spectrum disorder. So based on that alone, I do feel like I can do this tag, which is called, what is it called? Do I even know what it's called? I have a photo here of the questions, but the name of the tag is escaping my mind. I have brain training at 2:15 and it is 1:40. Let me just see if I go to YouTube and go to like my history. Or type in his name, Connor Ward. Where is he? Here we go, here we go. What? I should have been more like on top of my A game. What's it really? Oh, is this it?
Become in recent time.
Oh, what is it really like to be an autistic young adult? Okay, that's what but it's called the Autism Now Tag, which means things relating to now, so 2018. I'll get to the questions. So, how long ago were you diagnosed with, I'll just say autism spectrum disorder? I was 17, I'm currently 30, I'm going to be 31 this June. Math is not my strong suit, and I'm very tired, so y'all can figure out how many years, oh geez, no, it had been like 10, 11 years ago, because I was like in 2006, I was a senior in high school. It's been like 10, 11 years ago. What is your biggest struggle at this moment? I would say the lack of support and services. I have plenty of support from family, but it's outside. Great, I'm getting a phone call. I want to continue the second. Hello? Oh, you said to call you. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, she's here. Yes. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Okay. So the biggest struggle right now is that the state that I'm living in, the state of New Jersey, they kind of cut all their funding, and so any like support and services that I had, I really don't. I just have one, which is brain training, which is a little bit later today. So that is one of the main big reasons why we're moving. I mean, there's a lot of other reasons as to why we're moving, but that is one of the biggest ones, is because I'm currently living in a state that doesn't have anything for me, and it's lonely. Do you currently feel held back socially by your autism spectrum disorder? In a way, yes. I do. It's funny because I'm very verbal and chit-chatty here on camera, but in real life I'm shy and I do feel awkward. I don't know if I come off as awkward, but that's just how I feel. I was recently at a bridal shower. You're gonna hear me talking about bridal showers and weddings a lot because I'm so excited. But and I get along better with adults. And like little kids, like my nephews. I have a great time with like 2-year-old James, 7-year-old Liam and Hunter. Pardon this interruption. Hello? Mm-hmm. Yep. No, I'll just explain it later. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. Bye. Constant daily interruptions of your mother. Alright, anyways, what were we talking about? Yeah, so being socially awkward. Or at least feeling that way, and just being like painfully shy around people I don't know. And I think part of it, honestly, has to do with a question that I get asked a lot. That is a question that's like coming up, so hang tight. But I was at a bridal shower and it was me and my mom, and then these two other lovely ladies. The one woman, I don't really remember her that well, but she has a son that graduated high school with me. So then this other lady, then there was 3 other people and a young lady who probably is around my age. And so my mom's like, you know, and who are you again? Like, you look familiar. And so it's like, oh, okay, like we connected the dots. But the other girl that was probably around my age, she was also very like shy and quiet, and like she talked a little bit, but mostly like with her mom and the other person. And so when my friend's mom was hanging out with my mom and I yesterday, or no, Sunday, was it Sunday? There was a day or two ago, oh my, it's raining, where my mom and I were hanging out in the backyard, and so my neighbor came over to chat, and we're talking about how like lovely like the bridal shower was and blah 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 blah, all this stuff. So she's like, oh, you know, I put Lindsay at your table. That's the girl that's like around my age. Like, was she talkative? Was she chatty? Because she can be shy. And we're like, no, she definitely came off shy. But like, I'm also not one to like be like, hey, how are you? And like get in your face. Like, you have to initiate things, or I'm just gonna be like wandering around like, what the heck do I do? So I feel like I'm a lot better than I used to be, but there's definitely like situations where I'm just like very uncomfortable, but yet I've like really enjoyed public speaking. So it's weird, but anywho's, are you currently in work, and if not, what is your struggle finding it? And so that's one of the questions I hate getting asked, is what do you do for a living? What do you do for work? Just what do you do in general? It's like, I used to have things to say, like I never know what to say, because I've always known for as long as I can remember that I would never be a corporate 9-to-5 person. I am best working for myself, or working with like animals, doing like something like quiet, like a library. That would be lovely. So I just signed up for a course to become a animal Reiki practitioner. If you have questions, feel free to ask down below. But this is very exciting. I'm going to start the course today. And I have all these other courses I want to take and become certified in things. And I definitely want to have a job where like I work for myself and I have an income coming based off of just like my own projects, thoughts, and ideas, which when they're more carved in stone, I'll definitely share with y'all. And I also want to get my real estate license and maybe be a landlord, if you will. I don't know if that'd be the correct term for what I have in my mind, but I definitely have things like I want to work towards and achieve. But me and work, it's not it's not happening right now. But we're getting there. Where would you like to see what would you like to see yourself doing in a year? Well, I'd like to have some of these things I just mentioned accomplished. Maybe if I don't have a real estate license, I'm really close to getting it. Or I've taken a bunch of courses and I'm certified in different ways of being like what would I be? Let's just go with a animal Reiki practitioner, where I like have I want like to do the things that I love and get paid to do them, not just like it's a little hobby. Hopefully what I said made sense, but I definitely want to see myself like all moved in, settled in, have that condo sold, have this house be sold, like moving into a new place, and like just really kind of making new friends, meeting new people, and just really like enjoying life. That's what I hope to be doing within a year. What are things you've overcome in recent times relating to an autism spectrum disorder, autism, Asperger's, whatever you'd like to call it? What are some things I've overcome? I would say a big one for me is, like, y'all know I hate goodbyes, transitions, and changes. And if you saw me a year ago when this whole process of trying to sell this house was going down, like, I was a mess. Yes, I'm still a bit of a mess, but for like, it's different. Like, I'm more like, yes, let's do this. Like, I'm more excited this time around, where last year I was just having like such a hard time. My whole life has been nothing but like struggles and challenges, from something little to like my grilled cheese sandwich being cut the wrong direction to, you know, something major. You know, there's just been a lot, and it's not easy. What things would you like to overcome in the future relating to your autism, ASD, Aspiness? I'm just throwing them all out there. I don't know, I want to be like less shy and like really embrace more of a social life, and maybe having a boyfriend, because I think that would be nice. Just to have someone, or to have like someone that I just like hang out with all the time and have like so much fun with, because I haven't had that in a while, and it's hard to do that. I want to keep and maintain certain relationships that I have right now, but like, how do you do that when you're living in 2 different states? Like, how do you stay in contact every day? Like, there's just a lot of things I'm like, well, how does this work and how does that work? But you know, I really feel like I am not making sense right now. Did I mention I'm very tired and stressed out? Ugh. But basically, like, I just, like, ooh, my telephone anxiety. I mean, yeah, that was my mom called twice. But, like, I want to be able to, like, do more than I am, like, stretch beyond my comfort zone. But always, when in doubt, take a vacation. So, what is your favorite thing, what's your favorite thing this current moment about being, as it says here, autistic? Although I am not, but I do have an autism spectrum disorder. Do I have anything that I currently love about it? I think, there's a lot of things that I personally enjoy about myself, and how unique I am, and how I'm kind of like an old soul, but I'm also very young at heart. I do think, I mean, I don't want to be like braggy, but I think people get a kick out of me. And I'm a very thoughtful, compassionate person, and whether that's Asperger's, autism, or whatever, or something else, I just am really, like, within this past year, really have embraced who I truly am on the inside. And that's, like, another thing I kind of want to work on, is, like, being unapologetically myself. because clearly I'm not going to change for anyone, and it's like you're either going to like me or you're not, and if you don't, like, oh well. Like, I want to have kind of like a I don't care attitude when it comes to like drama or like people saying something not nice to me or about me. I don't want to get so upset so easily. So I think, you know, I have developed like a slightly thicker skin, and I do enjoy that. I find that I'm getting a little more assertive. Or my whole life I've never been assertive, and I'm like patient till the cows come home, but lately I've been tested by things and people, and I'm like stepping up, and I'm like, excuse me, you know. So I just want to be more like, there's just a lot going on in my life, and it's crazy, but I just, in all this craziness, I discovered a newfound passion, a new love, a new you know, I'm finding all this real estate stuff very exciting. And who would have thought that going through something that is stressful and sad and a whole like roller coaster of emotions, I would find maybe what I want to be when I grow up. So that is my questions and answers, and hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If you want to see probably a more put together, polished version of this, I will leave Connor and Sez's video here. They're probably on the right side of your screen, so feel free to click on those if you want to hear other people's answers and just see other people and support other people in general on the spectrum. I'm sure they'd really appreciate that. If you do, head on over. Let them know that I sent you, and thank you guys so much for being here and for watching. If you do have any comments, questions, suggestions, feel free to leave those down below. Oh, it's a one.